When some people land on your website, they don't want to read all of the words. They want to interact with some kind of an agent. That's why you'll have a chatbot that sits on your website and engages with these customers. You'll have a much better close rate and satisfied customers. Let me show you how to create one in GoHighLevel and then put it on your website. Now inside GoHighLevel, go to your sub account. On the left side, click on AI agents, and then you'll be brought to all of these tabs up here. Now the one I want you to begin with is knowledge base. Always start with the brain of the AI agent so it can reference what information you want it to share. Go up here, create knowledge base, give it a name of maybe your business or something descriptive. Call mine Conversation AI for Sonic Combinator. Give it a nice description. This Conversation AI will engage with website visitors to answer questions about the business and book appointments. Hit create. And now you're ready to give it the information it needs to be able to carry out your objectives. The first thing is web crawler. Click on that one and add source. Click on web crawler again, and we're looking for a website that has the information that we want the AI agent to be able to reference. Now this would be your own website where you're putting this AI agent. So put your own URL and then extract data. Once that's done, you'll have your knowledge base populated with the one you just created. Now you're ready to create your Conversation AI. Go up here, then on the top right, create bot. Now there's three options here. They all go from basic to advanced. The basic one is a very simple lead capture form, appointment booking, can answer some general questions, answers, takes about a couple minutes to build, super easy. The middle one is a little bit more hands-on where you can prompt it and give it some very specific instructions on how you want the conversation to flow. The last one is very complex, and if it has multi-level steps, maybe you're nurturing some leads, maybe you're answering some questions that pertain to the business that are novel. This would be for advanced users and an advanced business, and currently it's free until December 31st, 2025. So for this purpose, just go with the basic and hit create new bot. Now, what are we trying to accomplish? The objective. Are we answering questions only, or do we want the bot to try to book them on our appointment? In most cases, you'll want to book an appointment because after you convince them on your website, maybe it's a service you're selling or consultation, or you want to close the deal. So you get them on the calendar so you can have a human interact with them. So pick appointment booking and continue. Now you come to brand voice. We're going to be using this mainly as chat. So over our social media platforms or on our website when people ask questions. So you can pick which one you want. With brand voice, I'm just going to leave it as is. And then next, you go into bot settings, give it a nice little name. And then here's where you pick your preferred channels. Where do you want this bot to engage? All of them are set up by default. So if you have an Instagram integrated, it'll respond to comments or direct messages. Same thing with Facebook. SMS, if somebody texts your company phone number, this is the bot that's going to respond to that text message. This is the chat widget we talked about earlier. So I'll show you how to embed this into your website. And then any kind of live chat you have, and then also through WhatsApp if you want to integrate this. So just go ahead and keep all of them default. And the wait time before responding, I like to keep this as minimal because it's kind of awkward to wait when you are expecting a response from an AI agent. And we're going to be very upfront with this, that they are in fact chatting with an AI agent. And then keep this checked by default, meaning that it's the one that's going to answer. And then the initial message. I'm going to start with a question. Hi there. We have tons of value at the Sonic Combinator. What interests you the most? And this could be a leading question to hopefully I can create some pathways and navigate that conversation. And then next, and this relies on OpenAI GPT-4.1. You cannot change this. We'll keep that there. And then the information that we want to collect. So name, email, phone is probably what we want if you're doing some kind of online consultation. If you're a service-based business where you actually need to show up to somebody's house, then you can collect street address. And then these are examples of the questions that the chatbot's going to ask. So ask the user for their name, and then whatever the response is, it's going to fill the CRM name field inside GoHighLevel for you. And then email, same thing. And then their phone number, same thing. You can add additional questions. So if you were selling t-shirts, for example, and you need their size, you would add a question by clicking on this and then having an appropriate field within your CRM that populates with t-shirt size. And then skip it if it's already filled, because this can get awkward. Maybe they introduce themselves as, hey, my name is John, and I'm interested in X service. And then the bot says, hi, what's your name? That can get a little awkward. So just go ahead and skip it. And then appointment booking, that's our objective. So we're going to pick the calendar that we have. For us, it's Sonic Combinator. If you don't have calendars or any of the pre-filled things that I mentioned, you can use my affiliate link for HighLevel, and then I give you a complete agency snapshot so you can import this and then be able to follow along these videos pretty easily, and then also set up your agency within a couple of days with my help. Same thing with our workflow here. We have this one pre-built, appointment confirmation and reminders. So it sends reminders when people have appointments, like, hey, your appointment's coming up tomorrow, or hey, your appointment's coming up in 1 hour. Really helps increase showtime. Allow the bot to cancel. So if the user says, hey, I accidentally made an appointment by mistake, please cancel it in the chat, then the chatbot can go ahead and cancel the appointment as well. Same thing with rescheduling. And then if the bot ever gets hung up on something, you can have it email you. And I'm going to send it to all the admins. This way you don't lose a lead and you can still follow up with them and then save. Now, if you're not ready to launch, you can keep it off. And then this version suggests some prompts for the users to kind of pick, is it this, or hey, do you need service or do you need product? And then autopilot it just acts like a human, probably 100 times better, and then replies everywhere automatically. Now, wherever you get leads, all of your social media platforms, live chats, on your website, WhatsApp, it's going to engage with them immediately. Save and close. And there you go. Now you have a conversation AI set on autopilot. It's going to support all of your channels, and it has the knowledge base. So now it's going to engage on the social media places automatically, but you need to put a chat widget on your website so folks have a method to be able to communicate with this AI. So let me show you how to do that. Go over here on the left, sites, and then up here, chat widget. Then create your chat widget. Now you can pick specific ones like WhatsApp, live chat, SMS, email chat. We even did a voice AI video previously. You can watch that one. But this one, we're going to pick all in one chat. Here we go. Let's give it a name up here. Double click, keep it kind of descriptive. And then you can change all sorts of cool things like style. Do we want it to be a little bit more gray with the image, without the image? We'll start with a welcome message and you see how that changes. And then we would have cookies. So if they came back to our website, we could re-engage them using their first name. And then click on widget customization down here. And then if you want an avatar image, you could turn it off if you don't like it. I like it. I can also replace it as well. Look at this scary looking thing. Okay, let's try that. That'll definitely scare some people away. And then you can pick the widget position, bottom right, top left, and so on. I think bottom right is probably good. And then hit save, and then click on chat window, just to kind of give it a look. This is what it's going to look like. Window title, maybe we'll say, how can we help you today? Intro message, I think we're going to say something more active. What's on your mind? And then for the contact form, we want to be able to collect name, phone, email, then maybe a summary of the conversation. That'd be really cool. And then pre-filled message text, I want to know more is fine. Button text can be send, that's fine. And then in this case, the call to action, we can actually redirect them. So if there's a product specifically that you're trying to sell, or maybe you have a blog you want them to visit, you can have a link right here. I'm going to send them to my affiliate link for HighLevel. And then this is like if you were going to assign them to an actual human being, but we're not going to do that. So we're just going to say, you rock. And then if they haven't communicated in 5 minutes, it'll just end. And then 5 minutes again, closed due to inactivity. We don't have business office hours. It's a website. So we're going to keep it 24/7. And then the agency branding, that's down here, over here, powered by. So we're going to change this to Combinator. If you were selling this chatbot to somebody else, you can have your own brand down here with a link to your website. We can have consent for HIPAA, make sure we're compliant, and then top right, hit save. And then the messaging, specific ones, acknowledgement, you can change some of these. Your chat has ended. Please rate your experience. Thank you for taking the time. Submit your feedback. Let's change this green color to like a blue. And then our WhatsApp acknowledgement. So where they're going to call is our agent. And then we'll contact them shortly, say thank you. And then the placeholder for that, let's also go with the blue. And then language, we'll keep it English. And then save. And then one thing I want to do under style over here, under the theme, you can actually change the color. So hit this paintbrush over here, and then you can pick which color you want by going on this lighter scale. And once you have the hex value, you can literally copy and paste it into all the other ones. So you have that same exact color repeating across the entire chatbot. And that'll go well with our brand. Hit save. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and paste this. So let's grab code. This is how we're going to put this on the website itself. And then copy the code. Make sure you hit the copy button and don't try to drag and click. You might skip a letter. And then you can close that. And then we want to go back to a website. Maybe you have it on HighLevel itself, or maybe you don't have that website on HighLevel. You can do it either way. I'll show you 2 ways on how to get this code on your website. Go back to your sub account, go to sites on the bottom here, and then click on websites. Click on your website, wait for it to load, and then go into the page you want the chatbot on. Typically, it's going to be your home page, so click edit. Okay, this is our test website here. You can notice there's no chatbot, and once we put it, it's going to show up right here. So in the edit mode, go ahead to the plus sign on the top left, search for the word code, and then drag this box onto the site. It doesn't really matter where you're going to put it because this is just going to be HTML code. It won't show up except just in editor mode, and then click custom HTML JavaScript. That's where you just paste it in here. Go over to Open Code Editor, and then paste the code that you got from the chatbot itself, and then hit save. And then be sure to give it a descriptive name because all of the custom code is the default of the custom code. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time figuring out which code did you put where. So I'm going to say chatbot, and then hit save, and then let's take a look. And there's our new chatbot. You can click on this, it works, all the color scheme is nice, and we can start chatting if we wanted to. Now let's go and do this on a different platform. I have Sonic Combinator on base 44, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it over there. It's even easier than HighLevel. This is the admin panel on base 44, and this is where Sonic Combinator is. So in this case, I just tell the AI agent what I want it to do, and then it does it for me. So I gave it a prompt, said please place the chatbot on the website homepage. It should show up on the bottom right of the screen. Be sure to add some CSS to make it look very impressive. I don't know what it's going to do. And then I'm going to give it the code itself and then hit go. And there you go. There's the agent right there and we're good to go. So if you want additional tips and tricks like this, use my affiliate link in the description below. You'll get a 30-day free trial. You'll also get a bootcamp and you can go through my 15-part course and I'll even coach you one-on-one to help make your agency profitable before your trial even expires. Hope to see you soon in my Skool community. Thank you. If you want to try your hand at doing this yourself instead of just watching, you can use my HighLevel affiliate link in the description below. If you use that, you get an extended 30-day HighLevel trial, hundreds of pre-built AI agents, access to my Skool community, 40+ business and marketing courses that I've built. You'll have all of my website template that you've seen me create. I'll even hop on a live Zoom call with you twice a week to help guide you and build your business with you. You'll have a direct line to me and also a chance to join my agency and run some of these businesses that I have, as well as take on my client. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.